Pure light. Dark light. Okay. Six. You know, flip the lever and then it will come along that. There's one person. Two. That's our truck coming in. Let's see. Nope. Only one. So we got 2 thumbs up. We got Maddie. Hi guys. Hi Maddie.
Hi Maddie.
How you doing? Gonna wait a few minutes here. Should have some people coming. As you can probably tell, we're gate guarding. So I know you probably think Darla and I dress like this, so we're like twins and we go out shopping and stuff, but no.
This is a fashion statement.
We're actually in a very cold place in Colorado. And it's really cold, huh?
Yeah.
And we're just trying to survive, to be honest. It's really rough. But I'll wait for some more people to get here and then we'll do a little conversation. And if you would, yeah, please.
Oh, at first I thought it said you look old.
I am old. Mark's here. Mark.
Hey, Mark, Bastian. I never, you told me how to say that a couple times and I keep forgetting. Sorry. Hi, Snow Bunnies.
Well, we've been here, what, 3 weeks now? At least 3 weeks.
March. Did we do March 6th? No, we got here. Anyway.
Yeah.
4th, 5th, or 6th, something like that.
Anyway, we're trying to acclimate to cold weather. Coming from Arizona to come here, man, crazy. But look, we got these nice coats. The company gave us these nice coats and stuff like that. So hopefully we get some more people. Who else is on there?
Bastien.
Steve Moran's here. Hi, Steve.
Mark. Hi, Steve. How much time do you guys have left? 76 days. Guys, who's counting?
76 days. Long days. It's the good thing about this gate is it's an 8-hour gate. The bad thing about this gate is this is a pretty busy gate.
It wasn't, but it's really ramped up this last, I don't know, week or so.
It has its moments where it's really, really busy, and then it has its moments where it's not real busy, and then it snows, and it rains, and then it's cold and windy, and it's a tough one. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Traveling donkeys? Howdy. Are you new, traveling donkeys? Or the regular people that come to our lives all the time? Of course, you know it's a different night. We normally do it on Mondays, but Mondays are usually really busy. This is probably the slowest time. Here, Sunday evening, a lot of people are going home. And
we tried to hit it after shift change. Shift change usually happens at like 5.
And actually, I just came in. It was 5:59 when I came in to turn this on. So I had it all loaded in. So, but for those of you that don't know, Bob Wells released a video that we did with him this week. And it's been pretty remarkable, the response we've been getting. And we should have some new people here. Hopefully they come. And of course, our regular viewers that are here all the time. I know you guys will make them feel comfortable and welcome. So that's what's great about our channels. We have a lot of good people that watch it. So kind of threw everybody off with this Sunday night at 6 p.m. I think I could tell by the numbers, but. Yeah. But anyway, if it's just 6 of us, we'll just talk for a little while. We haven't got a lot of time.
I usually put a notification on YouTube too, and I forgot.
Yeah. Also, if you hear a weird sound, that means a truck's here. And
which might be really loud because it's right behind us.
Yeah. One of us will have to go out, and Darla have to go out, and if it's in any. Of course, I did a full-on inning. I did a sticker.
Oh, we should move that down below the table while we're doing this.
Little guard shack. This is where we spend 8 hours a day. Is in here. And we have a heater and air conditioner, and we have a little electric heater on the floor over there.
And we have 2 mini fridges. We've got 2 mini microwaves.
That's one thing we do is eat a lot of crap.
We have porta potties right out here. We have a pink one for the girls and a red one for the guys.
Charlie and Diane are here. Hello, you guys.
Hey, D&D Adventurers. Good to see you.
Yeah, so.
Hi, Myron Free. Hi, guys. Long time no see. Looks like you're making the big money.
No, we're just trying to keep from freezing to death at this point. We're not worried about the money more than we are to keep from getting run over by trucks. It snowed. Not last night.
Not last night.
It snowed the night before, and it snowed pretty good, and this place turns into a swamp when it does. Okay. And now today it's relatively dry, and it's supposed to snow again tonight. So, and when last night it got down to like 15 degrees. Yeah. So it was pretty cold. And tough to deal with sometimes. We're not really cold weather people.
They won't let us bring Cage in here.
No, usually Cage is with us, even in these, like in the kiosk and stuff on these, respect their wishes and try to do the right thing. So it's, we had an interesting trip coming here. Of course, those of you that watch our videos, you know all that. So we had a flat tire, had our windshield pop out twice. Our stairs broke, our up and down stairs. I still got to fix that. Still got to get a new windshield, and we got to get new tires. So I'm afraid when one tire blows, it's probably time to get all new tires. So that's kind of the plan.
What did we say, 7 years old?
6 years old. Yeah. But that's.
Traveling Donkey says it's been 65 here today. Feels nice. Where is here?
Probably courtside. Let us know you're here.
Say hey.
Or even if you're just regular folks. See, that's Donra. Just started following you. What coach model and year is yours?
I got it.
We have and this is the original coach that we started with. We have a 1995 Holiday Rambler Imperial. And if you know anything about Holiday Rambler and you know anything about that stuff, it's a Harley-Davidson motorhome. Harley-Davidson owned Holiday Rambler in 1995, 96, and in 97 they sold out to Monaco. And our particular model is a special edition. They made it for 2 years, 95 and 96. And we actually walked through one of like our motorhomes when it was brand new at an RV show. And I told her, if we ever, get a big motorhome like this, this is the one I'd like to get. Well, we just happened to luck out and get this one. So it's been a good motorhome. Of course, they all have problems.
Hi, Sam. Loves coffee.
Hey, Sam. I'm going to have to go out here in a minute. I got a truck coming down the road. It's one thing. They moved us. We used to be over there in the middle of the road, and now we're kind of off to the
side. Stay here and I'll get the truck because Myron wants to know what about the tiny house? What's the plan on the tiny house?
The plan is we're working to get the money to buy all the materials to build it. We have a warehouse, a storage, and it's way down there, Dar. You don't have to go out there yet. we've been getting stuff. We're filling our storage with a bunch of materials to put this thing together. And what I need is when we get back to Arkansas, I need to find maybe 2 guys that are good at framing and stuff like that. And it's only 520 square feet, so it won't take long to do. So, and we're just trying to build it all with cash. We don't want to
Go into debt.
any debt. And it's going to be very basic on the outside. It's just going to look like an old metal shed, and we're going to try to make it beautiful on the inside. Make it warm in the winter and cool in the summer, and make it so our kids and grandkids can come and visit and stuff like that. So, all right, getting close.
Was the motorhome black window? It looks black on the videos I've watched. Quite striking compared to everything else out there.
Yeah, it was originally white with the swirly stuff on it, and I hated it. So I wanted to paint it. I have problems. Okay, he's here.
And Maddie asked you a question. Are we going to take this thing and flip home or what? So
anyway, no, we painted it. Now I actually have pictures and stuff. What we should do is make a video sometime and show all the pictures of it. I had a kid when we had our motorcycle shop still. We bought the motorhome and started working on it, and I taught this kid some cool techniques on how to do painting, and he didn't do them on my motorhome. Didn't come out as good as I wanted, but you know, it's due for another paint job, but I just don't know if I don't have a place to do it right now, and I'm not up to it, so it's just going to be the way it is. So, yeah, Patty had a question. Let's see. Good here, Darla. Let's see. What was the question from Maddie?
are you going to limp home with the
Oh,
windshield
no,
like that with just duct tape?
Actually, you know what's weird is we've always had windshield insurance, and we didn't change insurance companies. We just changed the people that got the insurance for us. We have Progressive.
Yeah.
And we told her, we want windshield insurance and everything. Well, we got this problem, and I contacted Progressive, and they said, okay, you got a $1,000 deductible. I go, whoa, what? They go, well, you got a $1,000 deductible. So the lady that did our thing, I called her up and I said, what's up? She goes, oh, I'll have to get back with you. Well, she never called me back. So I think this next time we're just going to do our insurance again like we did the other time. And then that way we don't have to go through anybody, and we get what we want. Because unless you're sitting there punching the button yourself, because we've had 2 windshields replaced. If you're driving a motorhome and you're living full time on the road, the $75 a year is a drop in the bucket compared to what it costs you for
one broken windshield, and it'll pay for itself many times over.
Yeah, it's going to be $1,000. And then we got to buy tires, so that's going to be a little over $3,000 probably. So a lot of our house money is going to be just because of motorhome maintenance. But
hi, Walter Pendleton. Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while.
Good to see you.
Nice of you to speak at the Rubber Champ Rendezvous. Did you see us there?
Oh, cool. Well, and then Bob Welsh just did a video, and I'm surprised we're not seeing a lot more people because we've almost gotten 1,000 new subscribers. So that's a lot for us. That's like a third more people. So
looks like a lot of nomads are buying land. That's true. And thanks, Maddie, for my good hair day comment.
Well, there's Mellow Cat.
Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
We missed you.
Yeah, did they get the electricity back on their property? Anyway.
Are we buffering at all, guys? Hopefully not.
I don't see anything. It's pretty clear here. Of course, do you see it on there? You do?
I think Cheap RV Living. Yes, Don.
Awesome.
You.
Excellent. It's been pretty exciting watching the numbers go up. Let's see if I can.
Myron said looks like a lot of nomads are buying land. I just don't think it's a bad thing to buy land, honestly. When COVID hit, that was kind of why. That and the fact that 10 years went like that. We were on the road almost 10 years when we started looking for property. And then when COVID hit, we still didn't have the property fixed to where we could come and stay on it and plug in and have, you know, hookups. And so, yeah, at least we got that much accomplished.
Yeah, and the thing about it is I've had a lot of physical problems. Darla's had a few, and you know we want to stay on the road as long as possible. But when it's time that it's kind of like riding a motorcycle. I used to always tell my customers, I say, don't ride one day more than you should, because that's usually the day that something really bad happens. So, you know, I had guys say, oh, I'm going to go get a trike. You know, I can't ride my two-wheeler anymore. I say, no, don't go get a trike. You won't like it. Go get a nice sports car, and you'll love that.
I did West.
Some went and bought the trikes, and then they felt like they got ripped on buying it, and they didn't like it. What?
Deborah Rollins, I saw you on Bob's interview. Enjoy
Cool.
you guys. Thanks, Deborah.
Yeah, we got a lot of positive feedback from that. It's really amazing.
Is it just me or is connection bad? Yeah, that's why I asked, because I was suffering. We're right here. So hopefully it's straightened out. Hopefully.
The trouble is I can't really show you outside. We have to kind of keep things low keyed here, but
Proprietary.
There's nothing.
It's flat out prairie. That's what it is out here.
You can see the mountains where Estes Park is, but there's nothing. This property is pretty much flat, and nothing.
Myron said, I'm glad I got property. It's all paid off, making me money.
Yeah.
And Walter said, I am outside of Wickenburg, Arizona, and he's full-time also.
Yeah. We used to stay, well, we didn't stay in Wickenburg. We used to stay in Congress.
We did stay in Wickenburg, didn't we? One time?
Well, we might have. Yeah, I think we did once. But I mean, where we used to stay is in Congress at the Escapees. But we're no longer Escapees members. We didn't use it. We didn't use it that much. And then the group that we were hanging around with were a lot older. And, you know, they all started getting off the road. So we just kind of went out. Walter Pendleton, must be frustrating having live stream problems. Well, normally we don't. The thing is where we're at. So, gosh, if you guys just kind of bear with us, man, we're doing our best. We're trying. There's something we can do. There's actually, because of we work off of iPads, you can see them on the wall back there. There's actually a power booster for the cell signal here. So it's about as good as it's going to get for here. So unless we get Starlink, but I don't know.
That's out of the ballpark right now with our other plans we're trying to do.
When we're on our property in Arkansas, man, we have great internet. And usually, like when we're down in Texas, we usually have pretty good internet. It's just like I say, there's probably maybe one tower within about 25 miles of us around here. There's not towers around here to really keep it going. All these people that come on the ranch here, they have these power boosters on their trucks and stuff, so they can get internet and cell phone.
Hi, Julio. Good to see you on here, John. That's frustrating, yeah. Maddie, I just put the link to the video. Hopefully it's under DDK. That's me.
There's my run freeze.
Went to go see John Wick 4. Oh my gosh, if you like unnecessary violence. Jason. Just a touch of buffering once in a while. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So Jason recommends John Wick 4. Did you guys go see it locally, or did you have to go further?
Well, we got a theater there.
I know.
Really nice one. Yeah.
You wouldn't know. You've never been there.
For those of you that are new, we have property in Arkansas, and we live in a town of 384 people. How big is Mena? What, about 1,700 or 2,200?
5,600.
5,600? Wow.
That's a pretty big size town.
It's a big town. 5,600. So, but where we're at, it's Podgum. There's really not a whole lot, and I love it. The traffic jam where we live is when the train's coming. You know, you want to get across the tracks before the train gets there.
Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. How are you guys doing? We're gate guarding on your dream gate out here.
Yeah, this is the probably right now the toughest gate. But we're lucky
Hey, Rhonda Cooper. Hi from Nebraska. Thanks for saying hi.
we were here a few years ago, and it got down to 15 below zero. And I'll tell you what, man, that was.
I got it.
She's got an in and there's an out coming. You got them? So I'm home alone now for a minute. Anyway, I'm going to have to kind of lean over. How long is the contract for this couple guard job? Well, the way it works is with any gate, it's a 30-day minimum. And you can work as long as you want. You may not be on the same gate. We had a couple that was here and they didn't like it here. So they left and went, they got a gate in New Mexico. You can, if you stay with the company, you know, but they do like you to stay if you would, you know, if you will, a minimum of 30 days. We've been with this company for a long time, and they kind of send us here to kind of get everything smoothed out, get things running smoothly, and there's been a lot of changes going on, and that's kind of our thing to do, is to try to help things get straightened out. So we're getting there. Things are getting better. I'm just ready for this winter to end. It's been a rough few weeks, and it's getting ready to snow again. It's not. I don't think it's freezing cold yet, but it's probably about 38 degrees, 35. Got down to 15 last night, not below, but 15 degrees, which is plenty cold for me. Christy Taylor, hello. Hi back. It's a beautiful day here in Eastern Washington. I just got done walking 5 miles. Yeah, well, rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in. I may have to, yep, I'm going to have to. You guys stand by. We'll be right back. I got to go out here and log out a truck. We're working.
Okay, you guys still here? All right. Still taking care of those other trucks, and what did I miss? Beautiful day here, Eastern Washington. 5 miles. That's crazy, Myron. Headed to Maine in a week. Oh wow, a week and a half campground job. I think I'm too soft to be a gate guard. No, you're not. Let's rearrange the furniture before they return. That's Julio. Oh, let's see. Christy Taylor, welcome, welcome. Hey, Amanda, thanks for picking up the ball while we were gone. Marcus gives you PTSD. Yeah, believe me, it's. I'll be glad when we leave. I really will. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, it is good money, and it's better hours. This gate's only 8 hours, you know. So, and it does pay better money. So, anyway, it's always nice when you get to have your own life back. Hey, Phil Presnell, welcome. You didn't get a notification? I put it out on. Did anybody get a notification? I put it out on Facebook and reminder should have popped up on YouTube. It did for me. You want to see how it is out here? These are my boots. All the mud.
I'm back.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it was worse yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday it was really bad.
It was swampy. But that's why. And then, where is it?
Hi, Rondell Adventures from Texas. Welcome. Good to see you on here.
So then, and I'm out here working, and minor malfunction. My boot exploded. So when I ordered a new set of boots off of Amazon, but they'll be here tomorrow. I went to Walmart. She had some muck boots, and I wore those, and they have no insulation there.
Plus, they were my muck boots.
And they were tight.
They were like all squished, and there's no cushion or anything.
And I had a problem. My left foot screwed up after that stupid blood clot, so it was painful, man. I was suffering, but we got through the night, and today we went to Wally World to get some. See, this is what we do a lot of. We eat junk. That's what we do. We eat chips and.
I'm trying to read my comments in case all of you are thinking that I'm like looking at my phone or whatever. It's because I can't see it all the way over there. But I can if I hold my phone. Let's see.
Fellow Cat said no. What the electricity is still off or it's on?
Christy, you were asking. I don't know where you comment. Christy Taylor. I'm a part-time security guard now. Would I be able to find a job? Absolutely. Do you have an RV? Because that's the only thing. Or actually, are you solo? That matters too. Not that you can't find a job, but
it's a different. You do it differently. We actually there's like a windbreak over here, and there's 3 couples.
Right.
And we actually have regular electricity. Of course, we've had a bunch of problems with it. I think it's pretty well resolved. But we have water tanks, 500-gallon water tanks. They're supposed to come every week and fill, but they come like every other week. We can get through that, no problem.
Rhonda, right now we are in Colorado.
Yeah. Outside of a town called Greeley. We're about 70 miles from Denver.
Ron Darrell Adventures got notified. Good. In Waco.
And there's a new gentleman.
Daniel Miller.
Yeah.
You guys last week. Seems like a cool way to experience the country.
We should have called it this Discovery Channel.
The Discovery Channel. Yeah. Thankful 78. How you doing? Welcome again. Packing my truck to leave tomorrow because of the snow, but think maybe go south away from Iowa. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well,
Myron, we're in Colorado.
Yeah.
Most of the gates they have for this company are in Texas, but they wanted us to come up here. And we said yes because the money's better and the hours are fewer.
Well, we're the lead guards here. Like I was explaining when you were outside, they needed a little bit of. Darla was doing a bunch of stuff, trying to get all the paperwork and stuff all organized out, and we're just trying to make it so that anybody can walk in here. This is more complicated than most stuff by far.
The things the ranch owner wants us to do are more involved than just a regular gate would be.
So we're trying to make him happy, make the oil company happy, and make ourselves happy. And basically, the way we get happy is when we get a check every week. We get our money. So the money's there.
The power was back on within an hour.
Oh, okay. Good. But I think it was Daniel.
Hey, Mark. Thank you.
We have an interesting life, and the way we do it. When we took off on this adventure, we were 54 years old, and our very first job was Amazon in Coffeyville, Kansas. And I'm looking out here, like she's looking at her phone. I'm looking to see because our one little noise deal sensor went out, so I'm watching for trucks coming up the road.
Ron Terrell Adventures 84 here today. That is hot.
But anyway, the thing with if you guys came from the Bob Wells video that we did, it was actually over an hour and a half long, and he condensed it down to like 10 minutes. And I was really surprised. I don't know. He might be going to do a part 2 or something. I have no idea. But Bob's a really neat guy. If you've never met him, you should go to courtside to the RTR and meet him. He's a really nice guy. He's just very personal, and he's just one of those type of guys that it's like a TV evangelist. When you talk to him, he listens to you really good. Very, very neat guy. I like him. Very personal. So anyway, it was a fun interview we did, and I think Bob got something out of it too, because the thing is in the beginning, I mean, we basically went from job to job to job to job. We would take a few days off, and that was it. We were constantly working because economic refugees. Our name is not only the name of our channel, but it's our experience. We had been in business for over 30 years, and our last bit, we had gone through some tough times throughout. We had 7 different businesses, and some were less good than others, and a couple were pretty good. And the last one that we had a custom motorcycle shop for 22 years, and we met at a Pontiac dealership. We used to both be involved with car business, and I did cars and motorcycles and everything else. And then when we had an electronics company, and I just started working on bikes. It's kind of like a hobby, because I had this electronics business down to, it pretty much did its own thing, and all I had to do was once a week go down and do purchasing and stuff like that. So it was real simple. But then when they let the Chinese dump in this country, it put a whole industry. I was an electronics junk man. I bought defective goods, and I had technicians that worked for me. We reconditioned the goods and repackaged them and sold them to discount stores and swap meters and stuff like that. And we just sold out every week. And then all of a sudden, the Chinese would sell something brand new for less than I could buy a defective one for, and it just wasn't working. And it put a lot of people. I've watched 70-plus-year-old men lose everything. It's pretty hard thing to see. And then to go through it, because we went right into the motorcycle thing, and that was a little tight, but we were able to make it. And we got better and better, and we were really flying, had a nice shop, had everything going on. And then, boom, 2008 hit, and we were still working. We were still busy until the middle of 2010, and then it just died out.
We thought it was a recession, and it just never bounced back.
Yeah, it was never. It just, and there was a Harley dealership about 15 miles from us, and then my shop, and then that was basically it. And then all of a sudden there was like 8 other shops, and they were all my customers. I guess I made it look too easy for them, and I had one guy come over and he goes, "Dude, what are you doing? Shut down." I go, "Well, there's no business." He goes, "Well, like when we can't fix them, we send them to you." And I go, "I know." He says, "Well, what are we going to do?" I said, "Well, maybe you need to learn how to work on them." They didn't know how to fix them. So they're pretty good at fixing motorcycles. And we still have our shop that's in Arkansas in a storage. So.
Daniel Miller, people do have time if you're on a gate. So there's a difference of gates. There's 24-hour gates, 7 days a week, and then there's 12-hour days, 4 on and then 4 off for solos. But people do have time for a lot of other things. Like if you're a couple, you're going to be in your RV, and you're just going to pop out and you're going to check traffic in and then go back in and do whatever else you were doing. If you have an Etsy shop, you can still create your crafts and sell those on Etsy.
Yeah.
If you are a solo and you're working 4/12, you're going to have 4 days off to do the same thing. So you can still generate income that way too. And then, let's see, sorry, Rhonda Cooper, can you talk a little about Solo for Us Independent Women? My partner passed on. So that, we have a friend that we met in Quartzsite about 4 years ago now, and she didn't have a job. She was brand new to full-timing, and she didn't know where she was going to go, what she was going to do. And she went there to try to find employment, because they do have a lot of people at the RV show there in Quartzsite.
Well, we had to kind of like, she had a old Class C motorhome she called the Potato.
But we encouraged her to go down to Texas and try gate guarding. If she doesn't like it, she can move on. They only require a 30-day commitment from you. And if after that 30 days you don't like it, you can move on. If you decide you don't like that gate, you can ask for a different area or whatever. You can move on, but they do ask you to, do 30 days. You get fingerprinted, they do a background check, and they have a little tiny test that no one ever failed for a level 2 security guard license that's good for 2 years. And,
And they help you with most of the, there is a
Yeah.
little bit of finances involved in it.
Right. You have to pay for the background check and the fingerprints. They pay for the license.
But the thing about it is the first day you work, from then on you're paid off. So it doesn't take very. I mean, it's not like it's a. Right. I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But and then once you're rolling, well, she's a supervisor in the company. She's been with them for like 3 or 4 years.
I think this is her
She's
fourth
bought a newer motorhome, not a brand new one.
And she really loves it.
And for those of you that don't know, we have a Facebook page. I know some people don't like Facebook, and I understand that.
We also have an Instagram.
We have Instagram, which is basically the same thing as Facebook. But she wrote a thing on there. She wrote kind of a little testimony of her start and how she got started with it, and how she's doing great. And I told her she's awesome, man. She's really done good. And we've known a lot of people. There's another guy named Dave Rice that was like, they were kind of like getting to dire straits, and he's kind of got some physical disabilities and everything else. They're not working for Guard One. They went down and they went with another company, but he's bought a brand new fifth wheel. He's got a brand new truck. I mean, he's just been killing it.
They basically, that's all they do is gate guarding, and I think they've taken off like a month for vacation since they started, and they started, I think, 2 years ago.
We had a friend that her and her husband worked for Guard One for 11 years. And they were actually on George Strait's ranch. They worked on his ranch. And they were in dire straits when they actually followed us down. We were working at Amazon with them, and they were like, man, we're trying this lifestyle, and we don't know whether we're going to be able to do it. And they said, what are you guys going to do? I said, we're going to go down and gate guard. And they had no idea what they were getting into. And they stayed 11 years, and they paid everything off. They bought land. They bought a brand new double wide motorhome or double wide mobile home, and they're all set up, man. They're done. They're retired. Everything they paid cash for, and they go down a couple of months out of the year once in a while and gate guard. I mean, it's
Ron Darrell Adventures. Can you stay in your RV on site if you're single? No, they have you because you're working 4 12-hour days on. You can't work a 24-hour gate by yourself.
I'm gonna say to you that that's normally the rule, but one thing that we have learned in gate guarding, nothing's written in stone.
True. If they have a need, they'll let you be on that gate with another person that's maybe in their RV. It just depends on what their need is, but typically they want you staying at a campground local, and you commute back and forth to your gate and work out of a kiosk.
And I was reading Bob Wells. I was reading the comments on that video, and one guy says, well, if you live in a Prius, then you're kind of out of luck and you can't gate guard. And I think I know the guy because I talked to him a couple of times. But and I told him the main thing is with any job, you always got to be a little bit persistent. You can't, especially once you get into this, you're in. And that's the big thing. And then all you got to do is make a call. Hey, I'd like to come down and gate guard. Come on, we got a gate for you. We'll get a gate for you. And they like to take people that are all ready to go because when they get there, they just take them and put them on a gate. But sometimes what they'll do is they'll pay for a motel room for you. And then you kind of live out of the motel room and you
there
go.
There's people that are
or
solo
they'll
down
pay
there,
half of it.
and they'll stay at like a Flying J or a Love.
Yeah.
Because they've got showers there, everything they need. They've got laundry, a lot of them, and they'll just stay there overnight, and then they drive to their kiosk and whatever and work their shift there. And that way they don't have to mess with the campground or anything.
We're about 100 feet away from our motorhome right now.
Julio says first rule, rules can change.
Yeah, well.
Cindy wants to know, how do we get on George's ranch?
Yeah. Well, you know what? That was, they said they never saw George, but they saw his kids all the time. So,
I think it was his nephews they saw.
Yeah, something to do with it. But
really
he lived like in San Antonio. He had a big mansion in San Antonio. So it's like the guy that owns this ranch. He lives in town. He has a big house in town. He doesn't live out here on this ranch. There's there's hundreds of wells around here. I mean, this place is crazy. A lot of trucks going in now. I tell you that much.
Also, Mellow Cat mentioned, if you guys, any of you know about our village? Because that's no more.
Yeah.
At the end of March.
We actually helped start that. We were.
But they're shutting it down.
Yeah, that was back. Gosh, that was what, like 8 years ago?
It was kind of like Facebook for RVers, and like if you wanted to, you could check in on a map, and your friends could see, oh, hey, my friends are close to me, let's go visit or whatever. You could do meetups and get-togethers, and
it was all free for the campground. It was like, and that was the hardest sell.
It was free for the campers too.
Yeah. But I mean, it was the hardest sell in the world to get these campgrounds
to sign on
it was like, for free.
It's free advertising to them. Hey, here's a campground here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're driving down the interstate, you go, hey, we got friends that are staying there, and they go and all that. But anyway.
It was a good idea.
We got 2 cars coming. You want to do them, or you want? I can do them. Huh?
I'd like to have you as a guest on my nighttime live. Ron Darrell, sorry.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Hey Ron, if you want, just email us at
You're in charge while I'm gone.
economicrefugeesrv@gmail and let us know what and when, and we'll see what we can do. Sounds fun. Anyway, yeah, the solo thing is different, and we don't know a whole lot about that. Only whatever people have told us and the company has told us. But definitely, if anybody has any questions about gate guarding, if you do email us, I'll get you in touch with the people that you need to talk to about answering more questions that maybe we don't have the answers to, or finding out, when I can come down and where I'm going to stay. Or, you can even request an area a lot of times. If they've got a need in 2 areas, you could prefer one over the other, and you can ask them, and they'll try really hard to accommodate that for you. They're pretty good about that. And they pay on time, all the time, which is great. You submit your pay online, and I don't know, that kind of stuff. Also, I think with solos, you can opt to have a W-2 and have taxes taken out, or you can opt to do a 1099 and be an independent contractor. That's what Bill and I are. So we're responsible for our own taxes, but we can also do a few write-offs. So I think they give you that option still.
So that's how long it takes to do 2.
What are we guarding? We're just letting traffic in and out. We're taking pictures of the license plate, and in this case, the ranch owner wants everybody to have a sticker on their window. If they don't have a sticker, that means they're not supposed to be on the property, and they'll be in big trouble. And then we take a picture of the payload, and we've got their name, the company they work for, let them in, close the gate. Not always do you have to close the gate, but we've had some issues here, so the owner wants the gate closed every time somebody goes in. We don't have a gate closed on the way out, but then we take a picture of that payload again in the bumper and the sticker and let them out. At that point, if anything's missing, they can go back in their database and see, hey, you came in with nothing and you left with what we're missing, so they know where to look. But it's oil fields, and it's on private ranches.
Yeah, and we can't even see any of the oil stuff.
Hey, Jacob, that's our nephew. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Jacob.
Happy birthday. Yeah, one thing I will say is, a lot of people, and I'm not trying to blow our own horn, but a lot of people will talk about, well, you can do this and you can do that, and you can make money from your RV and all this stuff, and they're making money off of talking about how you can make money. We actually come here and do the jobs. That's what we do. are workers. We're not afraid to work, and we're working basically like our friends did to be able to get free. We just didn't want to do it for 10 or 11 years at a time, nonstop. So we've been traveling all around. We wanted to see the country, and we wanted to decide where we wanted to live. And what's weird is we ended up where my dad grew up and everything else. So it's a beautiful place, man. I miss it. I miss it every day.
I did it. You guys, I'm DDK on here for those of you that didn't know before. And I put the email address. If any of you guys have any questions, just email us, and we'll be happy to give you more information or put you in contact with whoever you want.
And somebody wants us to be on a live?
Yes.
Nobody's ever asked us to do that. They might ask you, but not me.
Ron Darrell Adventures.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, we're open to...
Julio asked, is there an environmental concern that people should be aware of?
With what?
Working on this job. We have...
Well, you breathe a lot of dust.
You do. We're far enough away from the drilling and stuff that we don't really have any issues like that, but it is real dusty here, and they'll come by in the water to try to keep the dirt down for us. So that's kind of helpful.
But then they create mud. I tell them don't water where we walk, because our shack right now, our last shack, ended up with a dirt floor. So yeah. I gotta go again.
Not too bad. Not really. I mean, because you're out in the open, and are you talking about from the oil rig or from the trucks coming and going? I mean, you're gonna have that because you're right there by them. So it's not like they're racing their engines. They're idling while you check them in, and then you open the gate. They pass you by, you shut the gate. We were right on top of a rig. Like you could throw a rock and hit the rig at one point. That was a few years ago. I didn't care for that too much because you could smell the chemicals in the air, and I did not like that. So, but again, you're free to say, don't want that gate. You can pick and choose the gate, within reason. We went down a dirt road that was 17 miles of dirt, and our motorhome's black. So, we got to do that, and Bill told the guy that was showing us to the spot where we would be. He said, no, I'm not doing this. I mean, when we got off that 34-mile round trip of dirt road, he had to change the air filter. He had to clean out, all kinds of things. Every filter was full of caked on dirt. It was a mess. And, once you're there, that's fine, but your vehicle still has to go to the store, has to go do laundry, so you're still sucking all that stuff up every time you leave, and come. So we told them no, and they're like, okay. So they took us to someplace else.
What are we talking about now?
He was still talking about environmental concerns, and I said that one road we went down that was so dirty.
Oh, well, it's just so far away.
Far away on a dirt road.
And once I got my motorhome down in there, I told them, no way, we're not staying here. So, do you see this? You know why our fingers are cut like that? So we can operate the iPads.
Yeah. The fumes, yeah. Like I said, we're usually far enough away that we don't have any problems with the fumes from the rig or any of the drilling or fracking or any of that.
We're so far, we can't see anything here. It's so, they're probably.
Hey, RV Bandwagon.
Hey.
Good to see you.
They're probably.
They are flexible.
5 or 6 miles is the closest rig, but they are coming. They say they're coming closer.
But we'll be gone.
But this area here has billions of barrels of oil, man. There's people around here that are drilling and have like little tiny things that they're drilling in their front yard.
Do you guys remember? This is kind of morbid. I'll just touch on it a little bit and then we'll move on. Do you remember that Chris Watts story about the guy that killed his wife and his 2 little girls? And anyway, that's down a few.
Not on this ranch.
A few ranches away from here, but I just found that out today. That was kind of disgusting, but he worked for one of the oil companies. Anyway.
Yeah, pretty much everybody. The people that come in here are really nice people. I've got a million jokes, and I get to use them on everybody.
And,
so.
and they're new to every driver.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like I tell all that, like I told one guy today, and he just started busting up. I'm thinking, man, it's one of the oldest jokes. I said, yeah, I haven't talked to my wife in over a month, and he goes, really, why? I said, because I didn't want to interrupt her. So he thought that was pretty funny.
Just tell me who that was.
Yeah.
Cage is sad, Amanda.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He spends way too much time by himself, and he just doesn't like it. You know how he is. He's a very people person kind of dog.
He goes with us every day, though. We usually go out to lunch every day. And he went with us today. We went to Walmart and lunch and everything. And as long as we walk out of the restaurant with styrofoam,
right.
He's happy. So, you know, he knows that he's going to. We went to Texas Roadhouse the other night. Yeah. Hey, he got a little bit of each of our steak, and we put au jus all over it for him and everything. And he was just, he'll stand on 2 feet with his hiney in the air in the truck because he just won't calm down until we give it to him. So.
Have you ever seen 2 singles in their on a gate in their RV? You can have. I have not seen it, but I have heard that they could do that.
You can. Well, that one time there was those Filipino guys. There were uncle and nephew.
Not singles.
What do you mean?
Oh, like 2 solos.
Well, you have to be in one RV usually, because what happens if you're.
But I do know that they broke that rule for at least one of them.
Yeah.
Like I said, it depends on what they need, you know.
Well, Adventure Van Man and his girlfriend Kelly, they were going to let them come here and do this job. They thought it was going to be too cold. They were probably right for them. So, the thing is if you could be 2 guys, I don't know if you want to do that or whatever, however you want to do it. But it's one RV. Usually only one RV because they come and they cut a pad and they bring a trailer and it's got a generator and water and then you got a dump tank that you dump into and they maintain all that for you. So you have no expenses as far as like you're got full hookups. They got a water pump on the trailer with the water. So you're just like, there's 3 coming.
Oh, no. Yeah, Cage does have to stay in the RV, so they won't let him come into the shop with us this time. They did last time we were here. It was no big deal. We brought him in, and we worked noon to midnight at that time 2 years ago when we were here. Now we work 3 till 11. Yeah, and we brought his bed over, and he stayed in his bed, and he just slept with us. Yeah,
if we wanted to take a chance, he's not a problem. He just lays down. He don't do nothing. But the thing is they let us have dogs over there. We can walk our dogs around and all that stuff. Just can't walk them.
Jason said they're cutting out fast food.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Good deal.
I made a comment on your fish and chip video in Yuma and mentioned a fish and chip food truck that goes to places in your area. Really, Julio? I'll have to go look at that. Usually Bill responds to all the comments on the videos. That's he's supposed to be doing that. He's usually pretty good at it. So I may not have seen that. I'll do the Instagram and the Facebook one. So I'll have to go look that up. Hey, Ravelin Rome, good to see you. Don't worry about being late. We're just happy to have you. Anyways, Bill went out to check some traffic in right now. He'll be back shortly. This is our glamorous digs. This is where we've spent the last almost month. We haven't even been here a month yet. Feels like a couple months actually. But at least we got a routine down now. I just don't want it to snow anymore. If we could just eliminate the snow, I'd be really, really okay with it. The snow makes everything so muddy and it's slippery, I do have non-skid shoes, but it still floats. Hey guys, I gotta go log a truck in. If any of you have to go, I totally understand, but it'll take me just a second. Be right back.
Were you guys being good while Mom and Dad were gone? Oh, looks like a few people stayed. Anyway, let's see where we're at. Too funny. Oh, they've been talking to each other. See, that's what I love about our channel is we don't even have to be here for it to be fun for people.
They were going to move the furniture last time we were both gone.
Yeah. Yeah, they have hiking chair.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. Where are we at?
And back hide.
Yeah. Well, we love these people. And for, like I said, for the regular people that, not regular, but I mean the people that are here that have been with us for a long time, you know, I just want to say something. I want to thank you guys for being with us for the long haul. And I hope that these new people stay with us for the long haul too, because the more the merrier. And we try to live this lifestyle and try to help people in this lifestyle. We've always kind of been that way anyway. And we want to continue to be that way. It's our lifestyle. That's how we live, whether we're in a motorhome or a house or whatever it is. Our lifestyle is always kind of that way.
Julio,
Yeah.
give us the web address of that fish place. I'm curious.
Fish place.
Or yeah, he said. You have to find it.
Mr. Fish in Quartzsite or Yuma's good.
That's what he was referring to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that there was a. I just can't find it now.
We did a video on Mr. Fish.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. He said there's a truck in our area that comes around that's just as good.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I can't find it now. It's like way up there in the comments.
Let's see. Ramblin' Rome. Hello. She just come on? Ramblin' Rome?
Yeah, a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
We checked in those last trucks.
Hey, Guardian and a YouTube. What? A
YouTube
YouTube.
would be a good match.
Yeah. Well, like I said, usually this time of night, though, see, we're halfway through our shift right now.
Yeah.
7 o'clock is halfway through for us.
And it's still daylight.
Yeah, most of the time we just eat. We grapes and chips and sandwiches and if we go out to eat, we have like leftovers. We bring in. We got 2 refrigerators and 2 microwaves and one of the couples that are with us, they have a screen on the wall over here and they watch.
Screen.
They just turn videos on and watch videos and go in and out as the vehicles.
They leave it here. They're like, well, you guys can use it if you want.
So I mean, we
know how to work it.
We used to watch, like, we had CDs of like the Honeymooners and stuff like that. You young guys won't know what that is, but we used to watch. We had the full collection of those, and we'd watch those and different stuff. But pretty much anymore with YouTube, that's what we watch. And now we are TV, so that's fun, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Alyssa.
But oh.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Alyssa.
Oh, got what to work?
The pump.
Oh yeah, their water pump went out. Man, I'll tell you what. One thing about this place, it's like the Bermuda Triangle here. I mean, electronics. Man, it's scary. We have all kinds of little demons. Our little warning thing that people are coming down the road and stuff like that. The sensors, I had to take the sensor from over here because I can see out the window. That's why I keep looking this way, because I can see down the road. That sensor, the sensor the other way went out, and so I had to take the one from over here and put it over there. And this new Kia or new shed or whatever you want to call it, shack, the windows are really small.
Yeah, and
the other one we had big windows, and the other one we could see real good, but this one not quite so.
Hi, Michelle and Mike from Nashville. You got any questions? Drop them, and we'll answer them for you. They're interested in gate guarding.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me see here.
Ramblin' Rome, we're in Colorado.
You guys that are interested in gate guarding, get your
Jason, you have to get readers. Welcome to old age, buddy.
Anybody that's interested in gate guarding, get a pen and paper. Why can't I find this?
Oh, I'm sorry if it's breaking up, you guys. Maybe log off and come back on. See if that doesn't clear it up.
Why can't I get James' number up?
That was my mom. And if you guys have been on here for a while and you know that my mom was really sick and she did pass away 3 weeks ago. And I do appreciate the prayers still. It was hard.
Need to pray for me.
Yeah, he's been sick.
I'm trying to. Why can't I bring up James's phone number? Look what I'm getting. Nothing.
Did you hit contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on his. See, I'm on here. That should be it, right?
So I will copy and put James's number in the comments for you guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Contact.
Well, this is crazy. I've never had this happen.
This is our guy, James Jenkins with Guard One. That
So
you
my
would
phone's doing
contact.
nothing. What's weird is I look down this road and I could probably see about 3 or 4 miles, and the vehicles would be driving and they go down like in this dip, and I look and they're gone, and I'm like, so at night it's better because there's lights. So, but I think there's 2. I'll get them. This is ridiculous.
A lot of people are saying glitchy connection. Okay, so I did in the comments, guys, on DDK, and I put James Jenkins Guard One, and if you guys have something to write with, I can tell you also. It's 817-229-3747. We love James.
Yeah, James he's an amazing guy.
He goes the extra mile, and he'll answer anything and everything.
Then if you have Maria's number, give him Maria's number too.
I don't know if I have Maria's.
Yeah, that's what James will do. James will talk with you a little bit, find out a little bit about you. I'm going to warn you a little bit. The singles, they don't need as many single people. But just like with Teresa, that now she's a supervisor, and she went down there as a single, and she would take any gate. She said, "I'll take any gate. I'll do anything." And once you get started, once you get in there, and they see that you're good, man, they're gonna do everything in the world to keep you. So, and this company is growing. You know, I mean, as the government is eliminating leases on public land, these private lands are really ramping up. So, and most of the people that own these big ranches and stuff want to control the traffic on their property, and that's what we do. We kind of maintain the control. We're not really security people. This ranch, there's a little bit of security involved with it, but not very much. For the most part, you're just basically a bean counter. Is all you do. You're taking down information, letting them in. When they come out, logging them out. So.
Ramble Room, thanks for saying hi.
I'm gonna zip past you here and go get this one.
Anyway, see you again next time. Okay, guys, down there at DDK again, my comment. I put Maria Lopez, and if you guys still want to write this down, I'll give you that number too. It's 832-270-9811, and that's Maria Lopez. Run. First gate guards you ever saw were on the King. What is that? Fill me in. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with some comments here. Okay. Oh, the King Ranch. Was that in Texas? People keep asking, we've had a lot of people ask us too, are there any gate guard positions available like out west, like California, in particular like central to northern California? The problem with that stuff is you got to go where the oil is, and private ranches, they don't necessarily really need guards on like federal land or whatever. You know, it's the ranch owners that want to make sure their stuff stays okay, their livestock, or like when we were in Texas, they raised exotic deer.
Yeah, they look like Clydesdales with antlers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So those are the things that we were trying to keep safe.
We're rolling downhill here.
I know.
I'm going the wrong way here. This shed is settling, and it's like you sit down in your chair and you're headed towards the corner over here. So
anyway.
What are you talking about now?
Oh, just that people were King Ranch. That was next to us at Faith Ranch, wasn't it?
King Ranch was Catty Corner.
That's what I thought.
That's the one where the Border Patrol with his family fishing on the Rio Grande, he got murdered. Yeah. We were there when that happened. And where we were at, the King Ranch and Faith Ranch were corner to corner.
Rhonda, thank you. I know you got to go back to work. Thanks for dropping in.
Which Rhonda?
Rhonda Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, we're at
an
hour and 10 minutes, so.
Are we? Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, we
try to keep them in an hour.
We try to keep them in an hour, and I think we might do this again next Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, if it worked out this Sunday and that many people popped on, which we do appreciate.
Yeah, this is good. If this is good timing for you guys, this is really the only time for us. So yeah. We had quite a few people come on. So
we were busy Friday. We were busy Saturday. We thought maybe because it's been slow Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, but it wasn't. It was really ramped up.
It's been. There's a lot of work going on here. So. Yeah. And we just never know what the traffic flow. When they start cracking, that's when it gets really busy. Oh, okay.
He just got home.
So are we done?
Now he says, I bought glasses from Zenny before, and I was happy with them. But yeah, those readers, sometimes I'm fortunate in that I can see like this still. I just can't see the laptop. It's like beyond an arm's length away, and I can't see far away. That's
why I have to stay about an arm's length away from her, so she thinks I'm beautiful. If I get too close, she's like.
Anyways, guys, thanks very much for.
Yeah,
3 hours. Let's go.
Everybody's dropping off here. We haven't even said goodbye. Don't say goodbye till we say goodbye. Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. We'll try to keep up.
Thumbs up, guys,
doing a little better, okay?
We appreciate you and your time.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Good night.
See you tomorrow. I do it. I did it.